The cameras weren't supposed to catch it. It was a small moment, barely a second long, but sometimes that's all it takes for everything to change. Jayna was in the middle of a routine interview, one she'd done 100 times before. Smiling, calm, composed, answering questions with her usual warmth. Nothing unusual until the interviewer asked a simple question. What was it like working with Jinnie this time? Just one name, one question, but Jayna's entire presence shifted. Her smile faltered for a split second, so fast that if you blinked, you would have missed it. But the cameras didn't blink, and neither did the fans watching live. Jayna opened her mouth to answer, but when she said Jinnie's name, her voice came out softer than before, thinner, trembling at the edges. It cracked, not loudly, not dramatically, but in a way that felt real. Too real. And that's exactly why fans couldn't let it go. The clip spread instantly. Slow motion edits, volume boosted versions, analysis videos, people replaying that exact second over and over, all asking the same questions. Why did her voice break? What was she holding back? And what really happened between her and Jinnie? Jayna tried to continue speaking, but her emotions betrayed her. Her eyes flickered downward, she pressed her lips together, and she took a breath that felt more like a steadying attempt than a casual inhale. It didn't look like stress. It didn't look like nerves. It looked like someone fighting a feeling she wasn't ready to show the world. Some fans said it was guilt. Others said it was affection. A growing number said it was longing, something hidden, something unresolved. Because the truth was, ever since Jayna and Ginny wrapped their latest project, rumors had been following them like shadows. Whispers of late-night rehearsals they asked staff to leave early for. Reports of lingering touches on set. The kind of chemistry you can't fake no matter how good the acting is. But the dressing room incident, the one people still speculated about, changed everything. And Jayna's shaky voice today felt like confirmation that something deeper was unfolding behind the scenes. Her co-stars noticed it first. The subtle way she looked away after saying Jinnie's name. The too long pause before she answered the rest of the question. The slight redness around her eyes, like she had been holding back more than just nerves. The interviewer sensed it too. Even the fans watching through their screens felt that sudden shift, the way the atmosphere tightened, the way Jayna's energy changed from confident to exposed. And yet, she didn't walk away. She didn't deflect. She didn't pretend she didn't hear the question. Instead, she answered softly, Jinnie, she means a lot to me. More than I can explain right now. That sentence, right there, was all it took. Social media exploded. Comment sections blew up. Every major fan page turned Jayna's moment into a headline. Because no matter how simple the words were, the weight behind them was heavy. Jayna didn't deny anything. She didn't correct anything. She didn't hide behind PR language or scripted answers. She spoke from emotion, pure, unfiltered emotion. And that was exactly what fans had been waiting to see. But the moment wasn't over yet. Because what Jayna said next would change the conversation even more and pull Jinnie directly into the center of the storm. Jayna hesitated before continuing her answer, and for a moment, the room felt like it was holding its breath with her. It wasn't a dramatic pause, just a few seconds, but it was enough to send tension sliding across the air like a quiet storm. The interviewer leaned forward, sensing there was something deeper hiding beneath Jayna's composed exterior. And then Jayna said something no one expected. She's someone I care about. Maybe more than I should. The silence that followed was heavy, so heavy that even the production crew behind the cameras froze. Jayna wasn't someone who slipped emotionally during interviews. She was polished, careful, almost impossibly composed. So for her to let that kind of confession slip, even a hint of it, it meant something was unraveling inside her. The fans watching live went wild. Did she just confess? More than she should? What does that mean? That voice crack wasn't a mistake. Oh, they're in deeper than we thought. Clips were already being ripped from the live stream, circulating faster than anyone could refresh their feeds. Editors zoomed in on Jayna's trembling fingers. Some isolated the audio to highlight the break in her voice. Others compared her facial expression to older videos when she talked about Jinnie, pointing out that she never, ever looked this emotional before. It was clear something had changed. Something big. And then the interviewer asked the question that sent the internet into overload. Is everything okay between you two now? Jayna's reaction was immediate, but not verbal. Her eyes widened slightly, her shoulders stiffened, and her breathing hitched so subtly that only the most observant viewers caught it. She looked down, not at the floor, but at her hands, at the rings she always fidgeted with when she was nervous. Instead of answering right away, she took another breath. Then she said quietly, "We're figuring things out." Figuring things out. To the public, that phrase could mean anything. To fans who knew their history, it meant everything. Especially after the last incident, the one no one talked about publicly, but everyone whispered about. The night Ginny walked out of the set early. The night Jayna followed her, ignoring managers and schedules. The night neither of them returned until morning. No one knew what happened between them that night, but the tension afterwards spoke volumes. They avoided eye contact for days. Their scenes together felt charged, almost too charged, like they were acting on top of something real, something unresolved. And now Jayna was admitting they were figuring things out. The interviewer sensed the vulnerability and carefully pressed further. "Do you want things to work out with her?" Jayna's lips parted, but no words came out. She blinked twice, fighting the shine growing in her eyes. When she finally answered, her voice was barely above a whisper. "Yes, I do. More than anything." That was it. That was the moment the internet broke. People screenshot her expression. Others slowed down her voice and analyzed the tremble. Some pointed out how Jinnie had been unusually silent online all day, which only added more fuel to the fire. Jayna didn't realize it yet, but while she was trying to hold herself together in that studio, Jinnie was somewhere else, watching that very moment on her phone. Seeing the voice crack, hearing the confession, witnessing Jayna's struggle to speak the truth she'd been avoiding. And Ginny's reaction would soon become the next chapter of the story. Because Jinnie didn't stay silent for long. And what she said next would shock everyone, including Jayna. Jinnie had been trying to stay offline all day. She told herself she didn't want to see the interview, didn't want to hear Jayna talk about the project, didn't want to get dragged back into a conversation she'd been trying hard to avoid. But curiosity is a stubborn thing, especially when the person you've been avoiding is also the person your heart keeps circling back to. So while sitting alone in her apartment, still in the same oversized sweater she'd thrown on hours earlier, Jinnie finally clicked on the live stream replay. At first, she watched with a neutral expression. A tight one, yes, but still composed. But the moment Jayna's voice cracked, everything changed. Jinnie's head lifted. Her eyebrows pulled inward. Her lips parted just slightly. She replayed it, then replayed it again. Not the whole interview, just the 1 second where Jayna said her name. Jinnie leaned closer to her screen, her chest rising and falling faster than before. Her fingers tightened around her phone. She wasn't imagining it. Jayna's voice truly broke, soft, fragile, like she was holding something inside that had finally escaped. Then she reached the part of the interview where Jayna said, "She means a lot to me. More than I can explain right now." Jinnie froze. It felt like a punch and a pull at the same time. A hurt and a healing. A reminder of the emotional distance she had built and the closeness she secretly still wanted. But she kept watching. And then came the final blow. "We're figuring things out. I want things to work out with her. More than anything." Jinnie exhaled sharply, almost in disbelief, almost in fear. She pressed a hand over her mouth as if trying to hold back a flood of emotions she'd kept buried for far too long. Because Jayna had never said anything like that publicly. Not even privately, at least not in words. And now, suddenly, everything was out in the open. Jinnie felt her throat tighten. Her eyes stung. Her hand started shaking slightly. It wasn't anger. It wasn't confusion. It was something much more dangerous. She missed her. More than she thought. More than she allowed herself to admit. But while Jinnie was trying to steady her breathing in her apartment, the world was already reacting. Her phone buzzed nonstop. Calls from her manager. Messages from friends. Notification after notification of Jayna's clip blowing up every platform. And then came the text that made Jinnie sit perfectly still. It was from Jayna. 3 words. Simple. Unfiltered. direct. Can we talk? Jinnie didn't reply at first. Her mind raced. Was Jayna texting because of the interview? Was she embarrassed? Was she trying to clarify something? Or was she finally ready to say the things she hadn't been able to before? The phone buzzed again. Another message. I meant what I said. Jinnie closed her eyes. She ran her fingers through her hair, pacing across her living room. Everything in her, her pride, her fear, her confusion, begged her to stay silent. But her heart pushed back. So she finally typed one sentence. Come over. Within minutes, Jayna was on her way. She didn't wait for her driver. She didn't tell her manager. She didn't bring a disguise. She simply grabbed her coat, rushed out of the building, and made her way straight to Jinnie's apartment like someone who had been holding something in for too long and finally couldn't anymore. And when Jinnie opened the door, Jayna was standing there, breathless, eyes shining, heart almost pounding out of her chest. They didn't speak at first. They just looked at each other, the silence thick with everything left unsaid. Then Jayna whispered, breaking first, I'm sorry. For everything. Jinnie swallowed hard, her voice low, fragile. Then tell me what you wanted to say out there. Tell me what you couldn't tell me before. Jayna took a single step forward, and Jinnie didn't move away. What Jayna revealed next, what finally spilled out after weeks of tension, would shake the foundation of their relationship and change the narrative in the eyes of the public forever.